Hello, I'm Mr. Over. I'm Head of History here at Shuttleworth College. My intention today for the next couple of minutes really is to give you a really quick overview of what GCSE history looks like for those of you, of course, who are looking at your GCSE options this year in Year 9. First of all, history is one of the most popular, if not the most popular option subject here at Shuttleworth. Hugely oversubscribed, always running the maximum number of groups that we can in order to accommodate the massive number of people who want to do history. We get good grades across the subject, partly because of the fantastic teaching we have here, but also because of the access to support students have a wide range of revision materials, not only just in lessons, but also online for them to access at home in their own time, which is really important. So the first thing I'm always asked when students ask about GCSE history is, what am I actually going to study? What am I going to look at? So within history at Shuttleworth, we study 4 key topics. The first of which is medicine through time, from the year 1250 to now. So we look at how medicine has changed, how treatments changed, diagnosis, attitudes towards illness, public health, the whole thing, to get an understanding of how we've gone from the medieval outlook on medicine, religion, punishing yourself, a belief that bad smells made people sick, all the way through to a fully functioning NHS that we see today. What we also do, for those who's interested in the First World War, is a case study on the British sector of the Western Front, looking at how medicine changed, how treatment changed, how technology changed when dealing with injuries during the First World War. We also look at superpower relations in the Cold War. So we look at the Cold War. We look at that relationship between the USA and the USSR that dominated the 20th century, and in fact, of course, is going on to dominate the 21st century with Russia's actions in Eastern Europe. Incredibly interesting, looking at causes, the key events, the key flashpoints, and of course, how it ended. We also do a period study looking in depth at Anglo-Saxon and Norman England, so the build up to the Norman conquest itself, the Battle of Hastings, and of course, how William established control over England. Once we've done that, final unit, the final topic that we study is Weimar and Nazi Germany. So looking at the development of Germany after the First World War, the Treaty of Versailles, the establishment of the Weimar Republic, and of course its fall and the rise of Hitler and the Nazi Party, to give students a really good understanding of how that came about. How are students assessed? Well, at the end of 2 years, you sit 3 exam papers. Paper 1, that covers the medicine through time aspect. So medicine from 1250 and the Western Front as an extra section to that as well. Hour and 15 minutes, full written examination, equates to about, covers 30% of your grade. Paper 2 then is the Cold War and Anglo-Saxon and Norman England. Okay, that makes up about 40% of the final grade, lasting an hour and 45 minutes. And then the final paper, paper 3, lasts an hour and 20 minutes, 30% of your grade, and that's Weimar and Nazi Germany. So I'm sure most people are aware there's absolutely no coursework element to GCSE history now. It is all exam-based. Why is history really important? Massively important for going on to further education if that's what you want, but it also gives you huge skills that are useful in a range of apprenticeships and vocational courses. In particular, the ability to formulate arguments, to interpret data, to look at information can be used across all specialisms, not just history, which is massive. And of course, of wider importance to understanding international relations today. And of course, that famous quote, "Those who don't learn from the past are doomed to repeat it." Crucially, history really does give you those key skills to succeed in life. Universities, employers, colleges, apprenticeships all look for those key skills you'll gain. In fact, some even headhunt history students. All of this will be covered in far more detail in your upcoming history lessons. We'll devote a bit of time to talk you through it, obviously in school. If at any point you've got any questions, any worries, any concerns, and if you're not too sure about, come and find me. I'll be around, or you can email me. Mr. Overthrow, as I mentioned before, and I'm happy to go through, talk about any major issues people have got. Thank you.